For 100 years, the former Philippine Union College, now Adventist University of the Philippines, continues to shine on. Today, in the opening program of the week-long celebration of God's goodness through the university's centennial anniversary, we witnessed the 80-kilometer centennial run.
This week, former PUC, now AUP, celebrates its 100th founding anniversary. And to open it, a historic 80-kilometer centennial run relay from the North Philippine Union Conference Pasay City to Philippine Publishing House Baesa and finally to AUP Campus Silang Cavite was made. The event commenced with an early morning devotional where AUP President Pastor Francisco Gayoba and NPUC President Pastor Romeo Mangiliman welcomed everyone through recalling experiences and history of the university, revealing the path it took from Pasay to Baesa to Silang Cavite, thus the route of the centennial run.
PUC AUP is part of the blueprint of the Lord. How the workers will be prepared.
Over 100 runners prepared to participate as Pastor Romeo Mangiliman lit up the torch, symbolizing the beginning of the run, where Pastor De Chavez started off carrying the torch. Each of the runners would have to run 800 meters for the relay, holding the AUP torch, while other runners who wanted to back up were also free to run as they were also covered by MMDA officers and an ambulance of the medic team. Running across Manila, the team passed by important landmarks and places, including the world-famous Rizal Park, Monumento, and even Santa Quiteria in Caloocan, where jeepneys still have their PUC route placards. PPH welcomes and commenced the second leg of the event with Sir Jose Embruel and Dr. Varona sharing their thanksgiving to the former
bagay na hindi ko po makakalimutan na experience ko or ang naibahagi sa akin ng AUP, ng PUC ay ang aking pagiging Adventist kasi
runners were also excited to share their experiences during the run.
Una kaming tumakbo kasi pag tinotal yung edad naming tatlo, 100 kami. Si Papa ako at si
We did it! Exciting! Magtagumpay! In 100 years!
Runners from NPUC, Central Luzon Conference, PPH, Manila Adventist Medical Center, and finally, AUP stretched and prepped, waiting for the torch to be passed to them. In an interview, Pastor Rex Mangiliman, the main organizer of the event, shared their experiences in preparation for this centennial run with his happiness and its success.
In spite of all of those hurdles, those difficulties, we saw that God really wants this to happen in order to unite us, helping us to remember that we should continue on carrying the light of Adventist education into all life.
On the other hand, Pastor Gayoba stated being emotional about
this morning,
the event.
and as I came home, we were thinking the university, the history of the university began there in the Union, and with the torch, it went to Baisa. So from the Union to Baisa, 1917 to about the 1930s, plus or minus 2 years, 15 years. So from Baisa, 1930s, by the 80s, early 80s, so we're talking about another 50 years, it moved to Silang. So when the torch bearers, the Centennial Run torch bearers trace the history of the university, it's a very humbling experience to remember how the Lord has blessed.
For the final run, almost 100 runners, young and old, carry the banners and the torch from Crown Asia Valley to the AUP soccer field where hundreds of people waited to witness the grand lighting of the cauldron. Everyone from the youngest to the old alumni of the university were all cheers as they hailed AUP in its centennial anniversary. Pastor Rex then invites everyone to still witness the week-long celebration of the centennial anniversary.
Just like the journey that today's Centennial Run took, the century-long journey of Adventist University of the Philippines didn't always go smooth and easy. But as long as it upholds the torch lit by the light from God above, the university will always shine on, now and forever. From Adventist University of the Philippines, this is Krisha Salagan reporting for Hope Channel Philippines. Shine on!